Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network tonight. From a brand new Roosevelt High School in Johnstown, it's a Longs Peak League clash. As the visiting Fort Morgan Mustangs in a doubleheader take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders, starting with a girls game. They are the defending state champions, so the Mustangs, after losing by 86 last night against a team in Riverdale Ridge that lost to this team by 30, certainly have their work cut out for them. Mustang starting lineup brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, they can help match the appliances to your needs at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Well, there's that big player there. And Brooke Meza, she was a big part of that championship team a year ago. Shaylin Ramirez along with Lauren Zwedzig, Ava Taylor, Charlotte Marquez, and Bella Phillips for Fort Morgan, dressed in their road blacks. Gorgeous facility. Brand new here in Johnstown, as is the high school. Along with Brooke Meza, you've got Madison Moyers, Ryan Bonson Price, Kinsey Trujillo. I believe these were all returners. Well, or returning starters, I should say, just not off last year's team. And Kyla Hollier. Yeah, these were all prominent players on the state championship team, and they won 5A 1 year ago. The opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design. They'll make your vision a reality. Visit buildingsbydesign.com. And it's controlled by Bonson Price here on the outside right as Moyers for Roosevelt. Near the top to Trujillo. Kinsey Trujillo. Bounce pass into Mesa. She's double teamed. Got to kick it back out to Trujillo to her right. Lobs it right baseline. Hollier's shot is up and in. That's about a 15-footer for Kyla Hollier. No backcourt pressure being applied. They'll pick up just beyond midcourt. Will the Rough Riders in their home whites. Bounce pass to the top for Bella Phillips on the outside right to Zwedzig. Now the right corner to Ramirez. Bounce pass down low for Phillips. Off the side of the backboard is where she shot that basketball, but it's knocked out of bounds by Roosevelt. And the Mustangs retain possession. And Zwedzig to throw it into the left of the basket on the offensive end. Lobs it near the outside. It's tipped away by Madison Moyers. Here is Kinsey Trujillo, and she will lay it up and in. Off the Mustang turnover. 4-0. 45 seconds expired. Shaylin Ramirez picks up the dribble against Bonson Price. Looking, had the ball tipped away, but she retrieves it in the back court. Yeah, got to get rid of it. You don't want to dribble into defenders. Now she picks up the dribble, which is just as dangerous, and then the ball handed off to Marquez off her body out of bounds. You need quick ball movement, and that's against any team, but especially against Roosevelt. And here is Kinsey Trujillo for the Rough Riders. Bounce pass to Hollier near the top to Meza. Now to Trujillo. Inside to Hollier. She banks and scores. There was the mismatch there against Charlotte Marquez. And it's 6-0 in favor of Roosevelt. Roosevelt at 17-1. And pickpocketed there is Zwedzig, and laying it up and in is Bonson Price. An immediate timeout called by Coach Brett Anderson. That's a full timeout. The Mustangs go into the game with a record of 1-18, 1-13 in league play. Roosevelt 14-0 and 17-1 overall. I mean, who beat them? Must have been a really, really good team. Well, Cherry Creek, a 6A team, 45-43. And since then, they have not lost. And again, Riverdale Ridge beat Fort Morgan last night 89-3. And Riverdale Ridge lost to Roosevelt by a score. I thought I saw this. Maybe I was... Or did I read the wrong score? Let me see. I thought that, yeah, they beat Riverdale Ridge 75-45 last month. In Thornton. A road win by 30 points. They're on their home floor. Yeah, the Mustangs are just going to do everything in their power to reach double digits in scoring. This team is great all the way around. Marquez with the left-handed dribble on the outside left, feeds Shaylin Ramirez behind the three-point line, bounce pass to Phillips, left of the lane. Phillips kicks it back out to Zwedzig, starts the dribble, picks up the dribble. Straight away, here's Charlotte Marquez to her right, and there's a foul. That's going to be on Madison Moyers, I believe. Yep. And to throw it in, along the side will be Zwedzig to the left of the bench, occupied by Roosevelt. There's the lob to Marquez near midcourt against Bonson Price with a left-handed dribble. Charlotte Marquez picks up the dribble. Bounce pass is going to be tipped away, but back to Marquez. Just a slow-moving offense for the Mustangs. Marquez bumped, no whistle, maintains the dribble, which is a good thing. Feeds it to Shaylin Ramirez on the outside right. Mustangs having trouble just moving it around. Now to Zwedzig. Dribbles towards the right corner, and it's out of bounds, poked away by Moyers. And the Mustangs retain possession. 5:45 to go in the opening quarter. 8-0 Roosevelt. There's the bounce to Ramirez on the right baseline. Nearly tied up, dribbles out of it, puts up a shot off the back of the rim. Rebound Phillips, and that one's blocked out of there by Bonson Price. And taken away by Madison Moyers. Moyers with the basketball. Outside right, Bonson Price. The three by Trujillo is an air ball. That's a bad miss. Bella Phillips away with a basketball for Fort Morgan. On the outlet to Shaylin Ramirez. Jump pass on the high left. Here is Lawrence Zwedzig. Dribbles towards the corner. Double team. Bounce pass for Phillips. Poked away from behind. Mustangs turn it over for a fourth time. Trujillo to Hollier. Banks it in. That's a beautiful transition play by Roosevelt, and they lead 10-0. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Here is Charlotte Marquez. Very quiet gym. We're on the visitor side. Marquez pulls up, has the shot blocked by Bonson Price. Yeah, the one thing the Mustang girls have got to learn, you've got to pump fake. If you just take straight up shots, it's going to get blocked every time, especially against taller opposition. Mustangs retain possession. Zwedzig bounces it to Ramirez. She puts it up and hits nothing but window. And the rebound to Brooke Mesa. Long pass to Bonson Price in the lane's got to have to kick it back out. Underhands to Trujillo. Hollier, three is up, and that's off the right side of the rim. Bella Phillips with her third rebound, doing a nice job of the boards, is Bella Phillips. Here's Lawrence Zwedzig. Ball poked out of bounds just beyond midcourt by Hollier. And retaining possession is Fort Morgan. 4:35 to go. Last night, they got a three from Zwedzig with just over 2.5 minutes to go. Those were the only points in the game in the opening quarter. There's the lob on the left wing. Here's Ramirez penetrating, putting up a runner off the side of the backboard, partially blocked. Bonson Price away with a basketball. Long pass to Hollier out of bounds. Roosevelt with their first turnover. And Fort Morgan comes the other way with Charlotte Marquez. Marquez with a left-handed dribble crossing midcourt. There's a jump pass towards Phillips on the high right. Lobs it inside, but Marquez not going to make that catch with Bonson Price right there. Inside pass, and the ball's off the bottom of the backboard. It was missed by Meza. Now to Hollier. Meza, right baseline shot. Yes. Little 6-footer for Brooke Meza. That's 4 Rough Riders on the board. It's 12-0 with 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Marquez dribbling behind her back. Lost control of the basketball, picks it up at the top. Marquez looking to her right. Needs to find a teammate. Does on the outside right. Nice job by Zwedzig chasing down that basketball. And then that bounce pass in the corner is intercepted by Brooke Meza. Meza with one to beat all the way. She's bumped, no whistle. Rebound to Hollier inside and fouled as Madison Moyers by Charlotte Marquez. 2 free throws to be attempted by Moyers. Fort Morgan has not scored a point since the 2.5-minute mark of the opening quarter yesterday. Free throws in and out. Aleman, Yelena Ramirez, and Melina Richards check in for the Mustangs. Substitution, Bryn Price, along with Peyton Terry for Roosevelt. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to Ava Taylor. Still 12-0, 3.5 to go, under 3.5 to go, approaching the 3:20 mark. Here's Ramirez, middle of the lane, puts it up, and an offensive foul. She ran over Kinsey Trujillo. Would have been a nice pull-up jumper, would have had a shot to score. Instead, the Mustangs commit their 7th turnover. And also checking in Ava Grossball for Roosevelt. And here comes Trujillo into the front court for Roosevelt. On the high left, feeds Hollier the basketball. Lob down low, double teamed as Trujillo. Now she's triple teamed, got to do something. Swings it to Grossball, back out to Terry, straight away. Three-pointer by Price is good. Bryn Price delivers. And that's the 5th Rough Rider to score in the opening quarter. It's 15-0, 2:53 to go in the first. Ramirez hands it off to Alamon, dribbles right of the lane, tries to hook it up and misses, got nothing but glass, and the rebound to Price. They want to run. It's a 4-on-2. On the outside, Terry lobs it inside to Hollier. She banks it in. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Full timeout, 2:36 to go in the first. And the Mustangs are down 17-0. Well, not much Coach Anderson can do but just stop the flow of the game. And he loves doing that. That's the right play. You just squelch that momentum a little bit that Roosevelt has, and then maybe you have some renewed life. But the Mustangs do not score in this quarter. That would amount to essentially, well, even right now, they haven't scored in an entire game because it was at this 2.5-minute mark that they last scored in the first quarter last night against Riverdale Ridge on the three-pointer by Lauren Zwedzig. Covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter at Better Electric, 970-521-1030. That's Better Electric. Mustang basketball, the Rough Riders still in the huddle with a 17-0 lead. Last night, the score was 63-3 at halftime. Roosevelt is not on their way to scoring that many points because they're not pressing like Riverdale did in the opening quarter. Ramirez in the lane with the basketball. Bounce pass left baseline to Richards. Had the ball batted away, picks it up, kicks it back out, intercepted by Kyla Hollier. That's the 8th turnover. Here is Trujillo to Peyton Terry, to Trujillo, steps in. Now Trujillo to her right, baseball pass at the top for Hollier. In the right corner is Price. Swings it back out on the outside right. Here is Grossball. Back to Price. Well behind that three-point line. 2:03 to go in the opening quarter. 17-0. Grossball feeds it left side to Terry. Now to Grossball. Check that. That's Price. Grossball in the corner. Now to Price. Price in the lane all the way. Down low for Hollier. Reverse layup is up and in off the glass. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. 10 points for her. It's 19-0 with 1:42 to go. First quarter from Roosevelt High School. Brand new facility in Johnstown. Entry pass is poked away. Intercepted. 9th turnover. Here is Price on the outside right. Cross court to Terry. 3 in the air. Air ball. Hollier's got it. She's trapped in the lane. Now she hooks and scores. Hollier's got 12, and the lead is 21-0. 1:16 to go in the first. Ramirez the other way, and then she traveled. That's 10 turnovers for the Mustangs, and Marquez and Phillips back in. Well, when Brian Nickel joins you next week, that'll be the opportunity to win again at Skyline. The only victory the Mustangs have this season. That'll be the regular season finale a week from Thursday. Here with the basketball, dribbling into the lane is Bonson Price. He puts it up, and she missed it. Left it short. Bella Phillips grabs her 4th rebound. On the outlet to Marquez. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. 21-0. Marquez left-handed dribble. Had it stripped away, but that's a foul. Foul on Bryn Price. It's only the second team foul. And they reset to 0 at the end of each quarter. And Marquez to throw it in for the Mustangs. There's the lob over the head of Phillips, but Alamon tried to save it in, but saved it into Bonson Price. Then she nearly had it stripped away, and she threw it off of Marquez. Or Marquez actually caught it, and she was out of bounds. So it's still a Fort Morgan turnover, their 11th. And the Roosevelt Rough Riders with Peyton Terry have control of the basketball. On the outside right to Price. Lob down low for Mesa. Dribbles, puts it up, misses, but a foul on Phillips. That looked like pretty good defense. But Phillips is credited with her first foul. And Brooke Mesa to shoot a deuce. Yeah, lots of underclassmen last year. More experienced team this year. That's a beautiful free throw by Mesa. 22-0. 38.5 seconds to go. Second free throw is in. Again, they're not applying any pressure, have not since the opening whistle. Now at midcourt they will. Marquez throws it in the backcourt, and that's out of bounds. You can't save it into yourself anyway. And Roosevelt has the basketball in the corner. It'll be Bryn Price to throw it in. Price to Bonson Price. Now hands it off to Bryn Price. At the top for Mesa. Dribbles to her right. Hands it off to Bonson Price. Fakes the three. Dribbles into the paint. Throws up a runner. Off the back of the rim. No. The ball is loose and rebounded by Charlotte Marquez of Fort Morgan. Marquez just beyond midcourt. 12 seconds to go. And that pass is intercepted by Mesa. Long pass to Bryn Price. And she banks it in. 5 points for Price, and that is the end of the opening quarter with the score. Roosevelt 25, Fort Morgan nothing on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back at Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. Let's head to the second quarter. Roosevelt leads 25-0. It'll be Brooke Mesa, Madison Moyers, along with Peyton Terry, Bryn Price, and Ryan Bonson Price. For the Mustangs, Kiera Aleman, Charlotte Marquez, Melina Richards, Yelena Ramirez, and Bella Phillips, who had 4 rebounds in the opening quarter. Here's Marquez behind her back towards the top of the three-point circle. Not there yet. She picks up the dribble early, bounces it left side. The ball is poked away. It's intercepted by Moyers. Moyers on the outside right. She could step up, take a three. She does, and she drills it. 14 turnovers for the Mustangs, and Madison Moyers has her first points of the game. That's 6 different players to score for Roosevelt. 28-0. Marquez with a left-handed dribble against Bryn Price. Bounce pass to Ramirez. Inside to Richards, turns, and a foul by Peyton Terry. The shot was partially blocked, but got her across the wrist. Well, this is the first chance for points for the Mustangs since the 2.5-minute mark. And that free throw is good of the first quarter last night. Melina Richards scores 37 seconds into the second. Second free throw is in and out. Rebound to Brooke Mesa. Long pass here to Madison Moyers. Moyers hands it off to Mesa. Mesa in the lane all the way. Lays it up and in off the glass. The Mustangs have got to play some defense. They just let her in the lane really easy. 30-1. 7 minutes to go before the break. Marquez behind her back, but she dribbled right into Madison Moyers. Moyers all the way will lay it up and in. Too easy for her. That's 5 points in this quarter. That's what she's got in the game. It's 32-1. On the high left is Marquez. She's fouled. Fouled by Bryn Price, her second. Shaylin Ramirez will check in along with Ava Taylor and Lauren Zwedzig. Richards will take a seat, but she's responsible for the first point for the Mustangs in about 34 minutes of basketball. Zwedzig, three-quarters court, left corner for Ramirez. Bounce pass down low for Phillips. Phillips kicks it right side. Taylor throws up a rainbow, partially blocked. And Bonson Price has the basketball. Left-handed dribble in the right corner now for Moyers. Dribbles to her left. Baseball pass, Trujillo. Left corner, Hollier, three is no good, but the rebound to Mesa. Turns. Mesa then is fouled on the floor. Well, and she's got so much height. Mustangs really didn't have anybody there to defend her. Kiera Alamont, at least of that height, commits the foul. Moyers to throw it in. Left baseline, a drive to the basket, and banking and scoring from a few feet away is Kyla Hollier. What a first half she's had, 14 points. It's 34-1, 6:10 to go in the opening half. Aleman with a basketball on the left wing. Kiera looking. Back out to Swedzig. Dribbles to her left to the lane. Underhand tosses, batted away, chased down by Shaylin Ramirez near midcourt. Crossover dribble. Swings it right side. Aleman penetrates right baseline. Aleman is trapped over there by Trujillo. Feeds it to Swedzig. Shot is blocked right back to her. Brooke Mesa comes away with a basketball 2-on-1. She'll lay it up and miss. And the foul is committed by Shaylin Ramirez, her second. And 2 free throws for Brooke Mesa. With 5:43 to go before halftime. That free throw is up, and it barely got to the rim. She's 1 out of 3 from the line. Second free throw upcoming for Brooke Mesa. That's up, and that one is deep. Ball is loose, rebounded by Hollier, and then the baseball pass inside to Bonson Price, puts up a little 2-footer and scores. In the lane for Bonson Price. 36-1. 5:27 to go. There's a pass tipped away out of bounds. It stays with the Mustangs near midcourt. Swedzig to throw it in. Swedzig looking, still looking. Bounce pass front court to Ramirez. Dribbles left baseline. Ramirez banks, misses, but she traveled prior to that. Fort Morgan with their 16 turnover. Roosevelt only has 1. With 5:21 to go in the first half. And this is Kinsey Trujillo. Dribbling towards the outside right against Swedzig. Left-handed dribble. Jump pass right baseline to Hollier. Kicks it back out to Trujillo. Penetrates all the way, lays it up and in. Oh, what a move. Wiggled her way between a couple of Mustangs and scored. Trujillo now with 4. It's 38-1. 4:55 to go before halftime. Ramirez dribbles towards the head of the three-point circle. Underhand toss to Swedzig. Well behind that three-point line. Retreats towards midcourt. Left-handed dribble against Trujillo. Now in the left corner with the basketball. Swings it left wing to Ramirez. Ramirez dribbles left baseline. Had the ball poked away. It's loose near midcourt. It's still batted around. It rolls around. It's out of bounds. That should be off Roosevelt. And it goes to the Mustangs. No turnover. But the Mustangs have it in their back court. And to throw it in is Lauren Swedzig. Here comes Ava Grossball in for Brooke Mesa. Mustangs come the other way with Shaylin Ramirez, who's probably their best ball handler along with Charlotte Marquez. Well, Swedzig handles it pretty well. But only freshmen are Marquez and Swedzig. Need that experience out there. Crossover dribble by Swedzig. Back out to Aleman. Now to Swedzig at the top. Guarded by Trujillo. Dribbles to her right. Trujillo bats the ball away. Chased down by Swedzig near midcourt with a left-handed dribble. Swedzig picks up the dribble. Still looking. Bounce pass to Ramirez on the outside left. Lost control of the basketball. Then her right foot was on the baseline as she tried to save it in. And turnover number 17 for Fort Morgan. And Bonson Price is out, and Peyton Terry's back in the game. With under 4 minutes to go here in the opening half. There's the underhand toss to Bryn Price. Price against Aleman, dribbles to her right, towards the corner, dribbles by her. Baseball pass, cross court, left corner three, Moyers is an air ball. Bella Phillips away from with a basketball, and there's a tie-up, possession arrow Roosevelt. So Moyers to throw it in. Madison Moyers looking inside, laying it up and in off the feed is Kyla Hollier. An easy bucket. She's got 16. Moyers with the assist. It's 40-1. 3.5 to go. Nice dribble by Ramirez. Pulls up from 14. Banks, but off to the left. Rebound to Madison Moyers. She had a clear shot. Long chest pass to Hollier. Banks and scores in a foul. With the left hand, and Ava Taylor committed the foul. Hollier to the line. Taylor with her first. 28-0 to begin the game. The Mustangs get a free throw from Melina Richards. Now it's a 14-0 run. Hollier free throw is pretty. Right there. 43-1. And Fort Morgan Comes the other way. Here's Shaylin Ramirez on the outside left, and a timeout called by Coach Anderson. 3:16 to go in the first half. Roosevelt leads by 42. We are straight up at 6 o'clock. This is Morgan County's B106 KPRB Brush Fort Morgan. I'm John Beltran. I'll be back with you on Thursday night when the Mustangs entertain Riverdale Ridge. And then 2 games to close it out next week at Niwot and Skyline on the 13th and 15th, and Brian will be with you for those games. And Mustangs will have an opportunity to win another game because they already beat Skyline, as I mentioned earlier this season. Whether you're a traditional or non-traditional student looking for an associate's degree or a specialized certificate, visit njc.edu. That's Northeastern. The Mustangs have a point in this quarter from Melina Richards on a free throw. And the thing is, you could rest starters for Roosevelt, but they want some playing time. So even last night, Riverdale Ridge brought in their starters again for a couple of minutes in the fourth quarter just so they would be able to play a semblance of a game as opposed to a full game. Ramirez to throw it in. Shaylin Ramirez. Bounce pass to Taylor on the high left. Taylor dribbling to her right, picks up the dribble, swings it out to Zwedzig against Terry. Lob right side to Phillips. Inside pass goes through everybody, but it's intercepted by Bryn Price. Long pass to Hollier. Hollier swings it right corner. Moyers 3 in the air, and that is in. Madison Moyers with 8 points all in this quarter. It's 46-1. Trujillo and Bonson Price about to check in. Shaylin Ramirez, right of the lane, pulls up 15-footer. That's an air ball. It's out of bounds. And the basketball belongs to Roosevelt. Charlotte Marquez is back in for Fort Morgan. And Bonson Price will trigger it in. And here comes Kinsey Trujillo for Roosevelt. Trujillo crossover dribble against Zwedzig. Working off a screen, dribbles by her. On the outside left, 3 by Grossball is no good. Ball is rebounded by Bella Phillips. That's her 6th rebound. The outlet to Ramirez, 2:15 to go before halftime. In the backcourt to Marquez, picked up by Terry, now to Ramirez. Dribbles to her left on the left wing. Dribbles into the paint. Underhand toss to Zwedzig, left of the lane. Zwedzig leans. Cross-court pass towards Phillips, went out of bounds. Into the Roosevelt bench. Turnover, number 19. 2 minutes to go before halftime. The lead is 45 for Roosevelt. Kinsey Trujillo dribbles to her right. At the top now for Price. Swings it inside to Trujillo. Trujillo hooks and scores, but the Mustangs really not contending that shot at all. 48-1 with 1:43 to go. Ramirez dribbles towards the right corner, feeds it in the corner to Taylor. Lob down low for Phillips. Phillips inside to Marquez, off her hand, picks it up. She hooks, and the shot is blocked by Kinsey Trujillo. Again, without a pump fake, here is Bonson Price. Bounce pass is too strong. Intended for Terry, out of bounds. Led her too much. Second turnover. And here's Brooke Meza into the game for Bryn Price. And Zwedzig to throw it in. With a 48-1 lead for Roosevelt. Marquez into the front court. Lobs it outside right towards Taylor, but it went off her hand. Intercepted by Meza. Long pass towards Terry in the corner on the right wing to Trujillo. Steps in, dribbles all the way, lays it up and in for Kinsey Trujillo. But the Mustangs, they're not playing any defense. I mean, somebody's got to body her up. If she scores, fine, but they're having their way driving to the rack. It's 50-1. 54 seconds to go. Zwedzig bounce pass, and that one is telegraphed. That's intercepted. Here's Ava Grossball. Turns, hooks, misses, fouled. And Fort Morgan with 21 turnovers, and Lawrence Zwedzig commits her first. Ava Grossball to the line to shoot twice, and that free throw is short and off to the right. This is for a 50-point lead. That one's up, and that one is good. It's 51-1. Pass in the backcourt to Shaylin Ramirez. Met at midcourt by Peyton Terry, On the high left here is Marquez. Marquez against Bonson Price. Dribbles to a right. Underhand toss to Ramirez. Can't take that shot. Looking down low. Hands it off to Marquez. Left of the lane. Marquez is trapped. Back out to Ramirez. Ramirez has got a lane. Pulls up from 14 and left it short. Ball is out of bounds off the right hand of Bella Phillips. Again, Ramirez has had 2 or 3 good looks, but unable to knock him down. 21 seconds to go before halftime. Kinsey Trujillo with the basketball for Roosevelt. On the high left. Maintains a dribble. Feeds Mesa. 8 seconds to go. Now the 3 by Grossball is going to be off to the right. The rebound to Marquez. And then the ball is poked out of bounds. Mustangs will have it with 2 seconds to go. They won't be able to get off a credible shot here. Marquez at midcourt will throw it up. Well, that's actually one of their... She actually almost had the distance on that, but off to the left, it's an air ball. And one half is complete in the first half of our doubleheader from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown. We'll take a break momentarily. And a big first half here for Kylie Hollier. With Roosevelt up 51-1. We'll break here momentarily. We're having a little issue going to break, but here we go. It's a 3-minute break at halftime. Roosevelt 51, Fort Morgan 1 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the third quarter. In the first of 2, the Roosevelt Lady Rough Riders lead the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs 51-1, and they have not pressed the entire game. They have sat back. They certainly don't want to humiliate the Mustangs, knowing this is a young team. Madison Moyers, Ryan Bonson Price, Kinsey Trujillo, Brooke Meza, and Kyla Hollier for Roosevelt. Mustangs have the basketball first. Bella Phillips, Ava Taylor, Lauren Zwedzig, Charlotte Marquez, and Shaylin Ramirez. We will have a running clock in the fourth quarter. And again, we could see the same situation as last night, where there's so much time in between games that we would go to music and then bring you the tip at 7 o'clock. Ball poked out of bounds near midcourt. To the right of the bench, occupied by Fort Morgan by Bonson Price off the dribble from Zwedzig. There's the lob near midcourt to Shaylin Ramirez. Right-handed dribble against Bonson Price. Swings it right side to Marquez. Marquez back to her left against Madison Moyers. Maintains the dribble, lobs it, and it's poked out of bounds right to Brett Anderson. Again, Fort Morgan just having trouble moving the ball around in the half-court set. There's the lob left side to Phillips. Phillips is double-teamed, has to get rid of it, and she's fouled. Yeah, they could officiate this nice and tight. That would help Fort Morgan. Kyla Hollier commits her first. Zwedzig to throw it in. Underneath the basket, inside to Ramirez. Ramirez puts it up, and she's fouled. She misses and fouled there by Hollier. 2 free throws. Okay. Fort Morgan might score the first points of this second half. Shaylin Ramirez's free throw is in and out. Free throw number 2 is upcoming. She bends, she shoots, and connects. Fort Morgan does not have a field goal in this game. They have 2 free throws. 51-2. Left corner, Moyers wide open three. Yes. Her third trifecta of the game. Moyers now has 11. It's 54-2 with 7:19 remaining in the third. Marquez chest pass left of the free throw line. Taylor back to Marquez. Drives, puts up a runner off to the left. Ball is out of bounds. It's off Kyla Hollier. That will be Mustang basketball. And to throw it in is Marquez. Looking for the cutter inside. Bounce pass left corner, intercepted by Bonson Price. Price 5-on-4. Left side to Hollier. Three-pointer, Moyers in the corner. She drilled another one. She's got 14. It's 57-2. Early in the third. Here's Charlotte Marquez. Trapped underhand tosses Wedzik on the left wing. Bounce pass to Marquez near midcourt. I mean, sometimes they're going backwards. Marquez behind her back. Lost control. Ball is loose on the floor. It's picked up by Hollier. 2-on-1. Trujillo behind the back to Moyers, who banks and scores. Moyers has 8 in the quarter. 15 in the game. It's 59-2. After the free throw by Ramirez, Roosevelt has scored 8 in a row, and then Marquez is stripped, pickpocketed by Bonson Price, lays it up and in. And there's the timeout. Turnover number 24 for the Mustangs. 30-second timeout. Score is 61-2. With the Rough Riders attaining a 59-point lead. Yeah, this game more than likely done by 6:40 at the latest. At the latest. That's what we had last night. And nearly 20 minutes in between games. But the boys' game will be a long one. That'll be a competitive game. It will not be easy for Roosevelt, that's for sure, even though the Mustangs have yet to win. On the boys' side, Ramirez, Marquez, Taylor, Phillips, and Zwedzig for Fort Morgan. Same 5 out there as well for Roosevelt. And here is Charlotte Marquez to Shaylin Ramirez. Ramirez straight away with the basketball. 2-3 defense, right side to Marquez. She'll take the 3 off the front of the rim. Long rebound to Moyers. The pass to Trujillo. Trujillo turns, hooks it inside, and scoring off the glass is Brooke Meza. Thought she was actually going to hook it, but hooked the pass over there. Here's Marquez into the paint. Throws up a runner, partially blocked. Ball is taken away by Bonson Price. Long pass to Trujillo. Mustangs are not getting back. And Trujillo banks it in. It's 65-2, 5.5 to go. They've scored 14 points in the first 2.5 minutes. Phillips, free throw line, right wing. Zwedzig 3 is off the front of the rim. There's the rebound to Meza. Long pass to Bonson Price, and she banks it in. Again, Fort Morgan's not getting back. All they're doing is playing transition basketball. 67-2. 5:05 to go. Ramirez 3 is off the left side of the rim, and they're shooting quickly as well. Fort Morgan not taking anything off the clock. And then Moyers lost control of the basketball out of bounds. Turnover number 3 for Roosevelt. Yelena Ramirez, Melina Richards, and Kiera Aleman are in for the Mustangs. .458 to go, 67-2. Hayden Chambers in for the first time now. Roosevelt is not clearing the bench, but they have, at least for this possession. Ball is tipped away by Chambers, but taken by Ramirez. Mustangs will have a shot to score against this unit. Here's Marquez in the high left against Peyton Terry, dribbling inside pass taken by Ramirez. Back out to Shaylin in the left corner to Marquez, dribbling left baseline. Now the 3 in the corner, Ramirez is off the back of the rim. That's a rebound by Ava Grosball with a left-handed dribble. Long chest pass to Chambers in the corner. Back out to Bryn Price, straight away to Grosball, outside right to Price. Price kicks it out to Grosball straight away, just holding the ball. Now in the high left to Chambers. Left corner with the basketball is Kenley Kern into the game for the first time. 4:12 to go, third quarter. Roosevelt 67, Fort Morgan 2, just taking time off the clock. Price crosses over all the way, lays it up and in with the left hand off the glass. Mustangs left the lane open. It's 69-2. Roosevelt outscoring Fort Morgan 18-1 in this quarter. Marquez chest pass high left to Richards. Cross-court pass to Ramirez. Now here's Yelena Ramirez dribbling to her right, double teamed. Bounces it out to Shaylin. Fakes the three, dribbles to her left. Straight away to Richards. Left side Marquez. Her three is blocked. Beautiful block by Bryn Price, and Price has the basketball. Price with a 2-on-1. Bounce pass inside, laying it up and missing that one is Kenley Kern. But it's back out to Grossball, straight away to Terry. Terry into the paint, lays it up, and she left that short. Ball is tipped around, and it's into the hands of Charlotte Marquez. Nice job by the Mustangs there defensively with 3:18 to go, third quarter. Bounce pass is poked away, loose on the floor. Yelena Ramirez has it, but she rolled over and traveled. Turnover number 25. Bella Phillips and Lauren Zwedzig are in for Marquez and Shaylin Ramirez. With 3:13 remaining, third quarter, Bryn Price comes the other way. Met by Zwedzig just beyond midcourt. Price dribbles to her right off a screen from Grossball all the way, but kicks it back out. Chambers, long three, and that's well short and out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Yeah, we won't even get to 6:40 for the finish of this game. And Zwedzig threw it into herself. What was that? Oh, my, that's embarrassing. No Mustang was there, so Zwedzig tossed it in and then touched it, and that's a turnover. I mean, I almost don't blame her because it's a lesson for other Fort Morgan players. Help me out. Price dribbles to her left. Price all the way, hooks it up and around, no good. Rebound to Bryn Price. Here's Peyton Terry. Over to Price left wing. Price back out to Chambers on the outside right. Grossball, long three, and she bricks it. But the ball is rebounded by Price all the way. Hooks and scores in the lane off the glass for Bryn Price. Got 9 points. Here is Zwedzig. I think she did the right thing. If nobody's going to help her, throw it in and see if somebody comes back and she's the one who did it and touched it, which is a violation. 2:15 to go in the third. There's the lob on the high right to Richards, straight away to Zwedzig. Lauren lobs it left corner. Driving in the lane is Aleman, and she's fouled on the floor by Hayden Chambers. Third team foul. Chambers with her first. 2:08 to go, third quarter, 71-2. Bounce pass left baseline. Aleman hooks and misses. Off the back of the rim. Bryn Price grabs her fifth rebound. Under 2 minutes to go. Lob right side to Kern. Right corner Chambers. Down low to Kern. Straight away Price. She'll take the three-pointer and miss it off the front of the rim. But she grabs another long rebound. Price left baseline to Terry. Lost control. With no defender right there, but she lost it. Richards with the basketball. Goes to the Phillips free throw line. Back out. And her outlet pass is intercepted by Terry. Terry all the way will lay it up and in, and a foul by Zwedzig. Yeah, Lauren easily committed a frustration foul. Now the score should be 73-2. There it is. With 1:35 to go in the third quarter. Taylor checking in for Yelena Ramirez. 25 points in the first, 26 in the second, 22 in the third. In and out with a free throw. Ball is out of bounds off Ava Grossball. And it will be Fort Morgan basketball with 1:30 to go. Zwedzig at the controls. Mustangs had 3 points last night, 2-3 defense on the high left. Aleman, cross-court pass to Richards, straight away to Zwedzig, free throw line. Bella Phillips inside to Aleman. She hooks, partially blocked by Trujillo. Again, no head fake whatsoever. And then in the backcourt, Bryn Price might have turned an ankle or hurt a knee. She's down on the floor, and she is definitely in pain. We saw another injury like that at Northridge. Let's take a break here on the Eastern Plains Sports Network.
It's so pretty out.
Roosevelt basketball. Here is Peyton Terry, left corner. Chambers, three is up and in. Wow, what a shot by Chambers. A right ankle injury for Bryn Price. She's done for the game. She was assisted off the floor, could not put any weight on that right leg. There's the lob towards Phillips. Triple team, though, so it's batted away to Aleman. Right corner for Taylor, 76-2. 15 seconds to go in the third. Zwedzik dribbles in. Zwedzik turns, kicks it back out to Taylor. Won't take that three. Now to Zwedzik in the corner. Dribbles to her left. Down to 7 seconds to go. Mustangs have to be aware of the clock. Aleman will take the three. It's up the top of the backboard and over the backboard with 2 seconds to go. Ramirez and Marquez will check it. I'm not sure why. There's only 2 seconds left. They could have just waited till the fourth quarter because all they're going to do is just walk off the floor in a second here. It's going to be rolled in. Are they going to get off a shot here? Because it's going to be rolled in at midcourt and then dropped by Terry, then puts up a shot, but that's going to be too late anyway. It's a 1-minute break. We played 3 quarters in this girls' basketball game. Roosevelt 76, Fort Morgan 2 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The fourth quarter's under a running clock. Roosevelt 76, Fort Morgan 2. And you've got Madison Cage into the game for the first time for Roosevelt. Kenley Kern, there's a lot of players haven't seen much playing time maybe all season. Mustangs with Marquez, Shaylin Ramirez, Bella Phillips, Ava Taylor, Kiera Aleman. With the basketball's Ava Grosball, dribbling to her right. Grosball all the way, banks it in over Ava Taylor. Nice move to the bucket, 78-2. It looks like you got a bunch of freshmen out there for Roosevelt, or maybe sophomores as well. Marquez to Shaylin Ramirez, fakes the three at the top for Marquez. Dribbles to her right towards the corner against Hayden Chambers. Picks up the dribble, lobs it down low for Taylor. Taylor against Grosball, bounce pass to Marquez. She'll take the line drive three and miss it. Front of the rim, Kenley Kern has the rebound, but it's poked away by Marquez. Inside to Taylor, banks and scores from Bella Phillips. It's now 78-4. In the left corner, Chambers takes another three and misses back rim. Ball is volleyballed around out of bounds. It's off Fort Morgan. 6:55 to go on the clock running. Mustangs with one more point than last night in their first field goal since the first quarter last night. At the top is Grosball on the outside right. Chambers dribbles into the paint, back out to Grosball, fakes the three, left to the lane. There was contact, no whistle, and the ball is stolen away by Shaylin Ramirez. Ramirez on the high left. Ramirez looking down low, back out to Taylor. Taylor on the high left, down low to Phillips. She lost control out of bounds. Mustangs with their 28th turnover. Roosevelt has 5. And to throw it in will be Sienna Siskowski over to Madison Cage. Cage with a left-handed dribble just beyond midcourt, picked up by Marquez. Cross-court pass towards Siskowski, knocked away by Aleman, chased down by Roosevelt. Here is Grosball, 16-footer, well short. Ava Taylor grabs the Fort Morgan rebound. That's her second. Here's Ramirez. Ramirez dribbles right baseline. That's Shaylin Ramirez now in the corner. Lob right baseline to Taylor. Ramirez, right corner three, is banked and no good. Rebound to Ava Grosball. Long pass to Chambers in the left wing. Inside pass right off the hands of Madison Cage out of bounds. Turnover Roosevelt. The Mustangs now have it with under 5.5 to go. Oh, why call 30-second timeout? Oh, well, I guess the coach wants to run some plays for his Rough Riders who don't get too much playing time. So there's the justification behind that. I'm just looking at a 78-4 score. And just like last night, the quicker we get this done, the better. We'll reset the Mustang lineup. Taylor, Phillips, along with Marquez, Aleman, and Shaylin Ramirez. With a 78-4 lead, 5.5 to go here in the first of 2 basketball games tonight. It will be Fort Morgan basketball under this running clock. Teams back out on the floor, and hopefully we're done in 5.5 minutes. Here's Shaylin Ramirez for the Mustangs. Ramirez on the high left, free throw line for Phillips, inside to Taylor. Taylor now double team, bounce pass for Phillips, but that is intercepted by Ava Grossball. Now to Chambers all the way. Chambers hooks and misses, but a foul on Taylor. Well, I guess we're going to play longer than I thought. Clock stops with 5:09 to go in the game. Taylor with her second foul. And 2 free throws. First one is up and off to the right for Chambers. Second free throw upcoming. That one is front rim, but the rebound goes to Grossball. Retaining possession is Roosevelt. On the outside left is Chambers. Left corner for Kern. Now to Chambers, dribbling into the lane. Chambers with a runner. Banks and misses. Rebound to Lauren Zwedzig of Fort Morgan. Here's Charlotte Marquez at the top. On the outside left. Marquez, underhand toss on the outside left there to Zwedzig. Now to Ramirez. Wide open three. Hit nothing but the window. Grossball has got it. 5th rebound. There is Kern on the outside right. Madison Cage. Down low for Kern. Left corner Chambers. Straight away Grossball. 3 is way off to the left. Ball is loose. It's still loose near midcourt. Picked up by Charlotte Marquez. Marquez all the way. Hooks, misses, but a foul on Cage. Cage with her first. Maybe we'll just have 15 minutes in between games. Marquez shoot 2. Free throw is off the back of the rim. Substitutions for Roosevelt. Marquez, after missing the first, attempts the second. That's good. 78-5, 3:19 to go in the game. Roosevelt with the basketball. Here's Madison Cage into the lane. Madison Cage kicks it back out. 3 in the corner is going to be well short. Ball is loose. It's rebounded, put back up, and missed by Cage. Ava Taylor has got it for the Mustangs. Her 3rd rebound. Here is Zwedzig at the top. Hands it off Marquez. Straight away 3. Yes! Charlotte Marquez. Mustangs have 6 points in the quarter. They're almost at double digits. It's 78-8. Back out on the outside left is Braylon Bailey. Now to Cage. Back out to Bailey. 2:43 to go. Chambers all the way. Lays it up and too strong. Shaylin Ramirez with a rebound. This is a chance for Fort Morgan to get to 10 points. Ramirez at the free throw line. Straight away to Taylor. Can't take that 3. Defense right there for Roosevelt. Marquez right wing 3. And she missed it back rim. Bella Phillips has the rebounder. Put back is up and around and no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's off Roosevelt. To throw it in is Zwedzig with 2:10 to go in the game. Left corner Marquez. She'll take another 3 and she drills it. Charlotte Marquez with her 2nd triple of the quarter. Now Fort Morgan, which was down 76-2 going into the quarter, trails 78-11, and a traveling violation on Haley Adams. Turnover number 7 for Roosevelt. Minute 45 to go in the game. Marquez chest pass Ramirez. Shaylin's 3 is off the front of the rim. Ball is loose on the floor. Zwedzig tried to save it in, but it's off her body out of bounds. Rough Rider basketball. The Mustangs have outscored Roosevelt 9-2 in the quarter, so at least there's a breath of life for Fort Morgan and with the way they're going to finish this game. Left-handed dribble now in the corner to Chambers. Dribbles to her left. Kicks it back out to Bailey. On the outside left, faking the 3 is Adams all the way. Inside pass, and Siskowski banks and scores. It's 80-11. 1:02 to go. Ramirez on the high left. At the top for Marquez. Right side is Zwedzig. Can't take that 3. Marquez lobs to Phillips at the free throw line. Inside to Taylor. She puts it up and in off the glass. Ava Taylor with 4 points, all in the quarter. Here in the left corner with the basketball. Now is Bailey, overhead pass on the outside right. Siskowski 3. That's going to be an air ball out of bounds. Mustangs will have one final possession as we're down to 30 seconds to go. Trailing by 67. Marquez swings it left side to Shalen. Shalen all the way. Nope, cut off over there. Has to bounce it back out to Marquez in the corner. Lobs it inside for Taylor. Taylor is single team, trying to hand it off to Marquez. Back to her hands. She turns, banks, and scores again. That didn't look super pretty, but Ava from about 7 feet away scores. 80-15. And now I think Roosevelt should dribble out the clock. And they will. That'll be it. The Mustangs outscored Roosevelt 13-4 in the fourth quarter. So they actually generated some offense in this fourth quarter. I mean, you got to end the game on a positive note. They didn't do that last night, but they did tonight as they fall by a score of 80-15. There will be an extensive break in between games. So let's keep it right here for now. Post-game show brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy, 970-571-2024. Advanced Agri Solutions. 25-0 after 1, 51-1 at the break, 76-2 after 3, and the final score was 80-15. As we are running through the numbers right now, the Mustangs got 7 points from Charlotte Marquez, 6 from Ava Taylor, 1 apiece from Shaylin Ramirez and Melina Richards. 3 players in double figures for Roosevelt, 19 for Kyla Hollier, all in the opening half. Madison Moyers with 16, 10 for Kinsey Trujillo. Bryn Price had 9 before going out with an injury. Ryan Bonson Price had 8 points, 7 in the game for Brooke Meza. And then you got 3 from Hayden Chambers and Ava Grossball, 2 points from Peyton Terry, and 2 from Sienna Siskowski. 17 rebounds for the Mustangs. They had 7 from Bella Phillips. And for Roosevelt, 28 rebounds, 5 of those by 3 different players. 29 turnovers for the Mustangs, 7 for Roosevelt. Roosevelt 3 out of 12 from the line. The Mustangs 3 out of 6. And with the victory, the defending 5A state champions improved to 15-0 in league play, 18-1 overall. Mustangs are 1-14 and 1-19. All right, we'll take an extended break. We'll have some music coming up, then we'll bring you the boys' game. In just about 15 minutes, final score, the Roosevelt Lady Rough Riders defeat the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs 80-15 on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.